Good morning, my dear students. This is Entrepreneurship 1. I'm Miss Tania Poveda. It's very important you remember you can download this information on your computer, cell phone, or tablet. It's very important you keep it with you. You can also print it if you have the opportunity, or take notes on your folder or notebook. There are many ways that you can save the information so you will have the information available to study later. So do you remember what we've been talking about lately? Yeah, we've been talking about types of organizations. We already studied the types of organizations according to sector and size. And last week, we started with ownership, the classification of organizations according to ownership. Before we continue with this explanation, I'm going to start with the homework. Okay, so it's very important that you pay attention to my whole explanation so you can do a wonderful homework just like you did your final exam. I was pretty happy with those videos and congratulations about that again. Okay, what you're going to do is to work in groups, and I'm going to give you a topic to make a video. The video is in groups. You can do it in different ways, maybe use Zoom or WhatsApp, or you can send your videos to one student and put them together. Okay, it's not hard. You've done this before. What are you going to do is to explain, to improve, or to add extra information to the material I'm giving today. Okay, that's it. Don't make it too long. Do it about 2 minutes. No more than that, please. So if you have a group of maybe 4 people, if everybody speaks 30 seconds, that would be great. Because it's very important that everybody in the group speaks. That's your grade. It's very important that everybody says something. And also include visual aids. What are visual aids? Probably pictures, probably a very short piece of a video, or a PowerPoint presentation. Some of students work at home presenting some drawings they did themselves. You can do something like that too. Whatever you consider necessary to explain it better. As I'm going to explain a little bit about the types of organizations according to ownership, you can use this information, but make sure that you include extra information that probably I'm not telling you here. You got it? That's it. It's very simple. So, do you remember the 5 types of ownership of organizations that we studied last week? If not, I can repeat. So, last week, I told you that we can classify organizations according to ownership into number 1, sole proprietorship. It means one owner. Partnership. It means 2 or more owners. Corporations. People working together as an institution, not as natural or regular people. Number 4, limited liability company or LLC. You see LLC a lot in companies if you pay attention in movies or documentaries or news, you will find LLC like a lot. And franchise. Okay, so before we continue explaining a little bit about each of them, remember that ownership means something that belongs to you. It can be you as a sole person, or you as a group of people, or as a company. But it's something yours. Or like you can see in this picture, mine. in case it's my company or my business. So that's the meaning of ownership, something that belongs to someone. Probably you pay for that. So today we're going to check on those 5 basic forms of ownership. Remember that the information I'm going to give you today is just a brief and short explanation. You are going to improve it and include more information about them in your homework. So pay attention and you can understand better, and I'm sure you're going to do a wonderful job. So what is this? It says sole proprietorship. It means one owner. Only one person owns the company or the business. As we can see here in the definition, it says owned and run by one person, entitled to all profits and losses. It means that this only person is going to have and to invest the whole money. No one else, that only this person. And that's especially when you start like a small entrepreneur. You start your own business by yourself and you are responsible of the whole money, even if it's profits or losses. Some facts about sole proprietorship are these. We have one pro, something positive, right? Just like very similar in Spanish, like pros and cons. So this is positive. Pro is that the owner is in complete control and gets all of the profits. That's something positive. You don't have to share your money with someone else. You don't have like to go into numbers and divisions because everything is yours. And one of the cons is that the owner's personal finances and business finances are one and the same. It means there is not separation between your personal money and your company money. This is the way the government sees it. It's your money, it's your business money in the case of a sole proprietorship, because there's only one person responsible. And something curious that I found was this about the United States. You know, it's a huge country. And it says that most of all businesses in the USA, in the United States, are sole proprietor businesses. Okay, so it means that among the whole businesses there in the United States, most of them belong only to one unique owner. I mean, different owners for different businesses. And I'm sure they are entrepreneurs. Okay, so that was the short explanation about a sole owner, only one unique owner. Now let's talk about a little bit about partnership. What is a partner, guys? What is a partner? So a partner, it's someone who works with you, who studies with you, who lives with you. It's like a friend or someone you share experiences with. In businesses, when we talk about partnership, we're talking about more than one owner. It can be 2 people, 3 or more. We have general partnership and limited partnership. I'm going to skip to these black letters here. So general partnership, or GP, makes decisions and liable for debts. And liability partnership simply invest and limited liability. Remember that you are going to explain this better on your video. So this is just a brief explanation. So in a general partnership, we have all partners have responsibility and are liable for business debts. Everybody, like it's in the same ship. And limited partnership, at least one general and one limited. So it's like a combination. But you explain this better than me. Just making sure we understand what is a partner, a working partner or an active partner. It is such a partner that contributes capital and also takes active part in the management of the firm. He bears an unlimited liability for the firm's debts. He is known to outsiders. He shares profits to the firm. He is full-fledged partner. Okay, so this person is obviously active in the company, facing all the responsibilities about management, about liabilities, etc. Okay, so we have limited liability partnership when all owners have limited liability. No general partners, but similar to general partners. One partner is not responsible for another partner's misconduct or negligence. It means you work together, but you are not responsible of each other. You are responsible of your acts and your part in this business. Okay. Now let's continue with corporations. Okay, so we have corporations that are business owned by shareholders. And what happened with these shareholders? Among all of them, they are going to elect a board of directors. So a group of people who are going to handle or to manage the corporation. And then we have government owned or privately owned. It can be held by a small group or maybe with shares. What are shares? We have shareholder here and here we have shares. Well, let's imagine that you have a birthday cake and you cut it into different pieces. Some pieces are bigger than others. So it's the same with shares. It's like you have a corporation or a company and you divide the company into shares and sell them. Some people will have more shares, so they are going to have more profits because they have more money there on their shares than others. So a corporation is a business organization that operates as a legal entity that is separate from its owners and is treated by law as if it were an individual person. Can sue or be sued. It's different when we talk about a sole owner, because in that case, if you have troubles, your company have troubles, you have troubles. But in this type of business organizations, corporations are treated as a sole person, even if it is a company. So if you get troubles with these corporations, it's like you have troubles with the whole body of the corporation. It's your turn to explain better. Okay, let's continue with number 4. We have limited liability company. And pay attention to the letters LLC, because if you pay attention into movies or series or things like that, you're going to find this a lot. If you pay attention into the labels of the products you buy from the United States or any other English-speaking country, you're going to see this, LLC. It's a very common abbreviation for limited liability company. So what do? Is they protect their owners from business failure. So it's like the very good Very good way to do businesses is with this type of organization because it's going to be very good to protect your failure. Other good thing is that if you have debts, the debts will be with the company, but not with the owners. So businesses are going to be with the company, profits or losses, and also, but not with the owners, because it's going to be treated as a company, not as a natural person. Okay. So limited liability company, an incorporated business entity that combines, and I love this explanation, combines the most favorable attributes of general partnerships, limited partnerships, and corporations. It is a separate legal entity. A member is an owner of an LLC or limited liability company. So you can say that you are a member of this kind of companies. Okay, and finally, actually this is my favorite one, franchise. So you probably know a lot of businesses in Ecuador that work also in United States, or the opposite. Businesses from other countries, like in United States, and then you find them here in Ecuador. In that case, it's because the company is American, but you have the permission, or they have the permission to work here. Carry out commercial activities on others' behalf. So I like this explanation. It's a legal agreement to begin a new business in the same of a recognized company. So you've seen Dunkin' Donuts in Guayaquil? Yeah, right. You've seen McDonald's? Yeah, right. Okay. So these are international companies, but also they are in other countries. So they started in a specific country, maybe United States, if I'm not wrong. But when you buy the franchise, it means that you own the permission to work under this brand. And you're going to follow all the characteristics and demands and design of the brand. You can't do it in a different way. So that is franchise. You buy the permission to work with their brand, and also you buy the right and the obligation to do it exactly the same way they would do it in their original country, in this case, in United States. Okay, you got it? Well, this is individual homework. It's not different than this. It's only to mention this. Okay, so write down these 5 types of ownership. This is an individual homework. Just mention them, okay? Because the videos, I'm going to use the videos for next class, and I'm going to show you your homework, and those videos are going to help your classmates to understand better this explanation about organizations according to the ownership. You got it? What do you think? Is it difficult? Okay, don't worry too much. I will be extremely happy to see you working here and listening to your voices. I'm sure you will do a wonderful job. That's what you do all the time. Congratulations. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for your attention. I'm pretty happy we are back. So have a wonderful day, everybody. Take care, wash your hands, and stay home. Stay safe. Bye-bye, guys.